In this video, we will demonstrate how to remove and install the 460 watt power supply unit. Before removing the power supply unit, read through the safety guidelines to protect your computer from potential damage and ensure your personal safety. For more information about safety guidelines, see the Alienware Aurora service manual at dell.com/support. Before you begin, ensure that you turn off your computer and disconnect all attached peripherals. To remove the left side cover, remove the screw that secures the side cover release latch to the chassis. Pull the side cover release latch to release the left side cover away from the chassis. Lift the left side panel from the chassis. Now let's remove the power supply unit. Lay the computer on its right side. Press the releasing clip on the power cable connectors and disconnect the power cables from the graphics card. Remove the two screws that secure the power supply unit bracket to the power supply unit cage. Lift the power supply unit bracket off the power supply unit cage. Disconnect the power cables from the hard drives. Slide the power supply unit cage release latches to the unlock position. Lift the cage and rotate it away from the chassis. Press the releasing clip on the power cable connectors. Disconnect the processor power cable and the system board power cable from the system board. Rotate the power supply unit cage towards the chassis. Remove the 4 screws that secure the power supply unit to the chassis. Slide and lift the power supply unit along with the cables off the chassis. You have successfully removed the 460 watt power supply unit. Now let's see how to install it. Place the power supply unit on the chassis. Align the screw holes on the power supply unit with the screw holes on the chassis. Replace the 4 screws that secure the power supply unit to the chassis. Lift and rotate the power supply unit cage away from the chassis. Connect the processor power cable and the system board power cable to the system board. Rotate the power supply unit cage towards the chassis. Slide the power supply unit cage release latches towards the locked position. Connect the power cables to the hard drives. Align the screw holes on the power supply unit bracket with the screw holes on the power supply unit cage. Replace the 2 screws that secure the power supply unit bracket to the power supply unit cage. Connect the power cables to the graphics card. Once the power supply unit is installed, install the left side cover. To install the left side cover, locate the tabs on the left side cover and the slots on the chassis. Rotate the left side cover towards the chassis until it snaps into place. Replace the screw that secures the side cover release latch to the chassis. The power supply unit installation process is now completed. For more information, see the service manual document at dell.com/support.